folks. Welcome aboard the channel. Welcome back if you've been around a while. A lot of you have. I'm Don. This is Rockin' the Country. I'm doing a gift request, and I'm looking forward to this one. Montauk Ed made a gift to the channel for me to react to this song. So, Ed, thank you for this. By the way, in picking out the shirt, like, because I wear a different shirt, you know, when I do my reactions, I wore this one in your honor because of where you live. This shirt just seemed appropriate. Life is good. Life is good out there in Montauk. And I don't know if you live in Montauk or the Hamptons or wherever out there, but it is such beautiful. It's so beautiful. It's ludicrous. Ray Price's I Wish I Was 18 Again. And that's a double-edged sword because physically, yeah, the body works pretty well. But mentally, I'm going to veto myself on that one. So we're going to find out what this is about, though. Sometimes a title like that, you think it's going to be one thing, and they come around and you're like, oh, and it's like a heart stabber or it's funny or whatever. But Ray Price, I Wish I Was 18 Again. Here we go. Oh, he's got an orchestra on this one.
At a bar down in Dallas, an old man chimed in, and they thought he was out of his head. And all being young men, they just laughed it off when they heard what this old man had said. He said, I'll never again turn the young ladies' heads or go running off into the wind. I'm 3/4 home from the start to the end, and I wish I was 18 again. Oh, I wish I was 18 again.
There's so much to offer.
Going where I've never been. Now old folks and old oaks standing tall just pretend I wish I was 18 again. Gilbert Cedeno, ladies and gentlemen.
You guys ever let yourself wonder about that, how you'd feel? I don't think in those terms. I just don't. I'm content, I guess, where I am at in life. And yeah, you don't turn the girls' heads the way you used to, but there's so much to offer. Like when people ask me if I'm retired or am I going to retire? I'm like, I'm not going to retire. Why would I? I've got this life of experience and education and understanding and all failures and successes and all these different things to share. And why would I walk onto a golf course and stay there for the remaining 20 years of my life when I could give so much to folks? So no, physically, you're not going to turn the young girls' heads. They're not interested, and rightly so in you. They go after the young guys. But I don't know. I love thinking about this anyhow. Having good skin, though, was pretty darn cool.
Time turns the pages and life goes so fast. The years turn the dark hair all gray. I talk to some young folks, but they don't understand the words this old man's got to say. Oh, I wish I was 18 again, and going where I've never been. Now old folks and old oaks standing tall just pretend. I wish I was 18 again. Oh, I wish I was 18 again.
Audience is gonna go crazy.
Thank you.
Ah, what a voice he had. You just have to love that. And an older man or an older woman's voice just brings something to the table that just draws you in. It just does. I mean, when you heard Johnny Cash toward the end of his career, there's something in that quivering type of, it's got a lifetime of experience. You know, there's going to be truth is going to come from it. I remember when I was, I think 17 or 18, I had to go to the Division of Motor Vehicles, and you know how much of a joy that was. Actually, in Jersey, they've cleaned that up a bit. You can do almost everything by mail. You rarely have to go there, which is nice. But back then, I had to stand on line, and of course, I was probably standing on the wrong line. But there was like a ticker that they had on the counter up there, and I still remember this. I mean, I was 17, 18, and the thing said, learn from other people's mistakes. You can't make them all yourself. And that resonated with me. And I've always embraced older people's wisdom and sharings. It isn't like I understood it. It isn't like I implemented it. But I always thought there was something to it, whether I let on immediately or not. Because sometimes when you're acting like a jackass with your friends and you're talking with an older person, you just want to make fun of whatever they may be saying. But it still always got in me, whatever they had to say. And I know that that's true too. So when I give advice to younger folks, which I do, they actually come to me for advice, which I'm always humbled by that. But you have to have something to say. But I know that whether they get it in the moment or not, they hear it. Because at least I use myself as that. Even as an insensitive young man, I still listen to what older folks had to say. I didn't do it. I didn't get it. Sometimes it was usually it was a wisdom grenade that went off way later. But this song, the way Ray sang it, was gorgeous. Ed, I mean, you're a good dude, man. I mean, to request a song like this, the comments you leave, the kindness, it's just such a pleasure to meet you or come across life's path with so many of the folks that I have on the channel, because it's humbling, it's beautiful. In a song like this, I mean, I have to rate this thing. Gosh, man, his voice, and that they brought an orchestra in for this one. I guess Ray performed with an orchestra more often than not, just gonna guess. The number that struck me was a 9.8. It was just so well done. Gets me thinking. When it gets the wheels turning like this too, that always makes me feel better about a song. And the lyrics weren't that complicated. We didn't really hear what the guy said to the young men, but the young men just brushed it off and kind of laughed, but he still said it. He wished he was 18. He said that. They didn't understand that. Actually, you can understand it, but not from experience. You don't want the brain of an 18-year-old, but you do want the body of an 18-year-old if you're 80. But hey, you get what you get. I mean, the philosopher in me is like, look, I get one run through this life. If there's a heaven or some afterlife after this, hopefully I pass the test, meet the grade, all that kind of stuff. But in the meantime, I am who I am, and I'm wearing a shirt in Ed's honor for that. All right, folks, you can thank Montauk Ed for that. Have a great day. I'll see you on another video. Keep rocking the country no matter your age.